Hello everyone. Today's our algo challenge topic is searching the greatest common divisor of a given two integers. So this topic also very common and popular one among the interviews as well as the college assignment. So let's try to develop this algorithm using Java and Python in various methods. So going forward, so greatest common divisor, we can search for two or more integers which are not all zero. So what it means, the largest positive integer that divides each of the integers. So for example, for the given 8 and 12, so we can say the highest divisible integer of these two is 4. So for if we get 15 and 60, so the largest divisible element or the integer for these two is 15. So let's try to do this two examples through Java and Python in few methods. Okay, let's start the coding part. So today I will start with the Python script, so then later discuss the Java code as well. So I will create my Python file. So greatest common divisor dot Python. So today also I will explain two methods to achieve this algorithm. So I will get my first method GCD1, greatest common divisor 1. So my input value should be x comma y, so two integers. So let's say x is our smaller value, y is our bigger value. So the GCD value should be less than or equals to the smaller value, that means x, because it cannot be a greater value than the smaller value x. So we need to get the minimum value of these two. So I will get it as z. So minimum of these x comma y. So I get the minimum value. So z is my minimum value. So next step, we need to check until z. We need to get one by one and check whether both x and y are divisible by that value. So I will make a for loop here. So for my I index in the range of I need to go through from 1 to until the minimum value of these two. My minimum value is z. So in this range function we need to give +1, otherwise the z value will be missed. So this is my range for loop. So then to check whether integer is divisible for both of these two values. Let's say x, we need to get the remainder should be 0, as well as y mod I should be also 0. So so my I and should like this Python. So this is my condition. If this condition is true, means that is a common divisor for x and y, but it is not, it may not be the greatest common divisor. So for now we will assign it to a variable. So I will get my common divisor as GCD equals to, we will assign it 1, because 1 is anyway 1 is a factor of any number. So let's put as 1. So the GCD value here equals to I. So the loop goes, if this condition is true, we will assign I as the GCD. So that is the algorithm we have to consider here. So after the for loop, we can return the GCD value at the end. So let's print and check for some value. So print GCD1, our test case 15, 60. So this should be, the answer should be 15, and again we will say GCD1, let's say 8, 12, same as our explanation. So let's try these two values, what will print it. Yeah, so it print 15 for the first one and 4 for the second one. So as expected, the values are correct. So this is the first method we are talking about with the for loop. Okay, as per the second method, I will get a recursive approach. So here I will say GCD2, my method. So again x, y are my input parameters. So for the recursive method, so it is easier to after written the code better explain. So when the 0, so I will write the code first, then return x, otherwise we can call again with the return. Recursively we can call GCD2. My x value would be y here now, and the y value should be x modulus y. Okay, let's run for these two values as well. Same test cases run for this method as well. So here 2, here 2. So let's run here. Yeah, 15 for the answers are correct. So what happens here, just forget these two lines first. So the first xy values comes, so the next iteration it's the x value is y, goes y as the x value, and our next y value is x modulus y. So here that means we have top to bottom approach. That means we starting from the highest value and go to the go until the 0. So here the breaking point of this recursion is when the y value is 0. Y value means our x modulus y. So that value 0 means we have the divisible factor here. So that means x should be, x and y are same or fully divided. So this x, then at the point of x returning, our greatest common divisor received. So that is the logic behind. So you can think yourself as well, a closer look. So these both methods we can find the greatest common divisor. Let's move to the Java code as well. So here the gcd.java file. So the same two method I have written previously in Java also. So you can go through the syntax as well. The same functionality happens here. So min value taken first, then we have a for loop. We goes for the 2. I start from 2 here because we put the GCD1 here, so no need to go from the 1. So we start from 2, then go to the minimum value. So if it is divisible factor, we will assign that to the GCD variable and finally return the GCD. So the second method is with the recursive approach. So as same as when the breaking of the recursive approach is when the b is equal to 0, we can return a. So in the recursive format, we put the b value as next a value and a mod b value as the next b value. So as the same logic we written here in Java format. So we can run it here, both GCD1 and GCD test I have added. So we can run and check whether it is working fine. So both should be, values should be 15. So yeah, the test is passed. So this is the Java code. So I will add the both codes into the video description, or will give upon request. So this algo tutorial also done upon a request, so keep requesting us, so we can make next tutorial on your request. So thank you. Let's meet with another episode.